What is up, everyone? JD here. I hope you're doing well today. Got a new one in from Tuya to check out, so let's jump into it. All right, guys, this is the Tuya Auzu. It is a very nice looking premium offering from Tuya. I really like the design on this one a ton. You have a all titanium construction with a titanium pocket clip, quarter length titanium backspacer, front flipper with opening hole for deployment, nice thickness to it, good size to it as well. Very well tuned. This one here has a front landing pad, so this little scallop section is actually meant, in my opinion, at least for me personally, for that middle finger. So you got a nice full-size purchase on here. You got a beautiful marbled carbon fiber inlay with very seamless transitions on it. You got a functional pocket clip in a good spot. It could have been just a little bit lower on the angle on there because there are a couple of hot corners on here. We'll see how that feels when we get to the cutting part of it, but very well done and very nice tolerances on here. I really like their finish on the belt satin. M390 blade, very thin and slicey grind on this one with a fairly thin blade stock. Nice tall flat grind, and the swedge comes all the way back here. It might be a little hard to tell with that opening hole, but it does come all the way back. So I decided to take this on down to the garage to do some cutting with it, and it had a nice factory edge, or has a nice factory edge. Move through the catalog paper just fine, and it moved through the cardboard even better. It absolutely shredded through that cardboard, minimal to no resistance going through that material. I mean, it's an absolute slicer to be sure. I also felt like in the pinch grip, while I did have to angle up a little bit, it did allow me to get that power down into the tip to do that detailed and trace cutting. Nice choke up here as well. Just again, a beautiful belt satin finish on there. Absolutely stunning, that belt satin finish. And I do like the way that marble carbon fiber looks. You do have a hollowed out titanium show side with a tab. So a steel tab mounted internally to the titanium here for your lock bar insert. So this is going to be friendly for lefties because it's not going to divert from you being able to deploy it. Unfortunately, the pocket clip, not reversible. That's okay though. I think this is a super clean, super premium aesthetic. The lock bar access on this one is good. It is dialed for that reverse flip, for that thumb flip, and for the front flipper. Really works well. They did a good job tuning this one. I like it a lot. Don't think I tried the reach around. Okay, I can get that reach around. That corner is sharp enough to actually grab. So I really do like that a lot. Let's do some size comparisons and then we'll weigh the knife on this one. All right, first size comparisons up are going to be the Manix 2 lightweight, very comparable to that one, and the Mac 2 3.5 inch, which it is a little bit longer overall on both the blade and the handle, more comparable, like I said, to that Manix 2 lightweight. Let's do a couple more. All right, we got the Vero Mini Nova on the table with the We-XL. You can see a little bit bigger than the Mini Nova, and it is definitely closer in size to that We-XL. I am curious, it doesn't feel like a very heavy knife. Let's grab the scale and check the weight on that one. I tell you guys, this table, I drop the blade tip on it so much when I drop it, pulling it out of that comparison shot. I'm surprised it doesn't have more nicks, but we got the scale out and on. Let's check the weight on this one, coming in at 4 ounces, which is what I kind of expected. A good sized knife, but you have to take into consideration they had to hollow it out to make that marbled carbon fiber fit. And then they hollowed it out internally so well on this one. I mean, the pockets are triangular, so they have some strength left in the frame because you have like the support underneath. And they have 2 big hollowed sections on the top above that lock bar tab. And they had to make space for that lock bar tab to fit in there. Now, granted, it is, you know, a little less space that it's taking, but still they did a really good job with that. Really, really impressive. All right, final thoughts and impressions on the Unso. I think it's Unso. Somebody will correct me. I know someone will let me know that I'm saying it wrong and tell me how to say it properly. My apologies for messing that up. And I did forget to mention the pocket clip on this one functioning much better than the last Tuya that I checked out, which I think was the Wolf most recently that came in on a pass around. But this one works a lot better. I was a little worried because it is short, but I had no issues with it going in and out of the pocket, and it retained well, and it didn't bunch up on me, so I didn't want to point that out. Now, I grade on a scale of 1 to 10. 1's the lowest, 10's the highest. What goes into that is the price point, performance, ergos, fit, and finish on this, and they are quite impressive on this particular Tuya. I think this might be one of my top favorite models from Tuya. Granted, it is a very classy, very gent-esque design. I know some people are like, it just looks like any other knife, but it is finished very well, and I do like the really clean lines on this one. So for me, I am going to land at an 8.2 on this Tuya. Very, very well done. Locked up solid, feels very nice in hand, great action, tuned well. Good looking knife. I mean, what's not to like about this model? It is definitely an absolute home run. I like it a ton. I would have liked the pocket clip to be a little bit longer and have a little bit more chamfering done out here on the tip. Granted, it didn't play a factor when I actually went to cut with it, but I would have liked to have seen that a little bit more for me on this particular model. But as far as the aesthetics and everything else, for me, very, very good. What do you think of the Tuya Auzu? Let me know down in the comments below. While you're down there in the description, I do have some affiliate links that help the channel when you use them, so be sure to check those out. Special shout out and thank you to my channel members for your support. You guys are awesome. I'm out of here. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great week. Peace.